I just got home from my last night at the Riverdale Home Depot, and I'm just exhausted because I'm not going to get very much sleep before I go and pick up my U-Haul first thing in the morning here in less than 8 hours. Uh, and there's still so much to do to get the U-Haul loaded, to get us situated so that we can roll out of here Monday morning after dropping off the internet box and the keys to the apartment, and hopefully by Monday morning we'll be ready to roll. And that's my timeline. I suppose if we ran a day behind, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But you gotta, I guess, give yourself goals to get things done, and hope that everything runs smoothly as you try to accomplish them. So technically, I'll still be here Sunday night. There's a meeting at the Riverdale Home Depot Sunday night. Don't know if I'm gonna crash it or not. I might, because there are a few people on days that I know that I haven't seen in a while that I would like to say goodbye to. They're very good people working at Home Depot. My biggest fear right now, besides living in a big city like Las Vegas in Nevada, is, how quickly will I be picked up by another Home Depot, especially since I've already had one go like, no. But I'll still, after we get settled in the apartment, make calls and let them know that freight's not the only thing I can do. That was kind of the purpose in going around the last Monday when I was there Monday, to share my resumes, was so that they understand that freight's not the only thing I can do. I'm certainly willing to work in other departments or be a cashier. Freight's just been what's worked best for me because it has a set schedule. You can be on freight and be part-time and still have a set schedule. Most other departments, if you're part-time, your schedule is just insane. It's crazy. This day you might open, this day you might close, this day you might come in at noon. And that's something that is, to me, doesn't make any sense, because people who have consistency are better employees. And it's good to work with people's natural inclinations. Like, I am naturally a more of a morning person. It would be wise to put me opening, because I'm usually, even after I've slept, worked until, the wee hours of the morning, I still wake up at 6:30 a.m. nearly every morning, after, even if I just fallen asleep at 5 a.m., depending on, how late I needed to work. So, and then it's, make myself go back to sleep, because I know I haven't had enough sleep to function properly. And it's often very difficult for me to get sleep. Especially since I have a very busy mind, that is hard to get to shut down. Just, lots of insomnia anyhow, because like I said, I'm not really, somebody that really is good for a night shift or an overnight. I can do it, but you're probably not getting the best of me because that's not my natural inclination. And and if companies really wanted to get the best out of their employees, they would pay attention to things like that. Um, Home Depot has started to create more consistent schedules for its day employees, but you have to be a full-time day employee to get that. And then that doesn't necessarily apply to department heads. Uh, what they need is more than one department head for a department. They need an opening department head and they need a closing department head. You know, so that the department head isn't suffering from a flip-flopping schedule, and during the week. Yeah, it's different if you work a schedule where one week you open, one week you do mids, and one week you close. That's enough consistency for most of us to have a schedule that rotates from week to week. At least knowing what your schedule is going to be for the week provides you enough consistency to be prepared and to mentally cope and plan things around for your home life and your family. I'm fortunate that despite the fact that both of my children are disabled, Cherokee doesn't require a lot of doctor attention. When the kids were little, there were a lot of doctors and specialists and things, but now we just let Cherokee be Cherokee and Charlie be Charlie, and I believe he sees somebody regularly there in Ohio. But it's not like when they were children and there were lots and lots of appointments, trying to figure out what their malfunction was, why they weren't quote unquote normal children, I guess, whatever normal children are. Some of the kids I've seen, if those are normal kids, you can have your normal kids. I'll keep my disabled ones, who are sweet and kind and loving and accepting of everybody. So they're beautiful human beings, beautiful hearts and beautiful souls. So in that respect, I'm a very blessed parent. Yeah, they may need help with a lot of things in everyday life, but usually it's pretty manageable. But it does make it difficult sometimes when it comes to finding a good work-life balance, because jobs are not sensitive. People aren't sensitive. They have no idea what your life is like, and they don't necessarily need to have an idea. They just need to be receptive when you're trying to explain, that doesn't work for me in my life because I have a disabled person that I look after. And that can vary from family to family, situation to situation. It might not be somebody who's disabled, they might be terminally ill or just elderly. And it's something that we need to get better at in this country, and as far as I can see from my observations. All right. Well, I need to try and get what little sleep I can before we go get the truck in the morning, and and get busy, and empty this place out, even though probably about half of it's going to sit in storage for I don't know how long. All right. Keep us in your thoughts and in your prayers, and peace.